Day one, long before President Putin, they've said they cannot have Ukraine be in NATO. They said that very strongly. I actually think that that was the thing that caused the start of the war. And you should have ended it 3 years. You should have never started it. You could have made a deal.
US President Donald Trump made these remarks about the Russia-Ukraine war recently. And after the US-Russia talk in Riyadh over peace, the point of Ukraine's NATO membership again came up. Russia demanded NATO scrap its 2008 promise to one day give Ukraine membership of the US-led NATO military alliance and dismiss the idea that NATO member forces could be keepers of the peace under some sort of ceasefire deal. Though this talk snubbed Ukrainian President Zelensky, he criticized US-Russia talks in Riyadh, pointing out that they did not include a Ukrainian representative, and he also postponed his Saudi Arabia visit.
Російсько-американську зустріч в Саудівській Аравії. Для нас це було сюрпризом, я думаю, так, як і для багатьох. Так, ми з медіа про це побачили, цю інформацію отримали. І я не знаю, хто там буде залишатися.
Well, the debate over Ukraine's NATO membership has sparked intense discussion among experts and officials. On one hand, proponents argue that admitting Ukraine to NATO would solidify the West's commitment to Ukraine's security, force Russia to end the war, and deter future aggression. Zelensky has also expressed his country's desire to join NATO with public support for membership reaching a commanding majority. On the other hand, critics warn that fast-tracking Ukraine's NATO membership could escalate tensions with Russia, prolong the war, and even lead to a showdown between nuclear powers. Russian foreign minister has declared NATO membership for Ukraine unacceptable, viewing it as a direct threat to Russia's sovereignty.
Мы объяснили нашим сегодняшним коллегам, что президент Путин многократно подчеркивал, что расширение НАТО, поглощение Украины Североатлантическим альянсом – это прямая угроза интересам Российской Федерации, прямая угроза нашему суверенитету. И поэтому, объяснили мы сегодня, появление войск, вооруженных сил из тех же стран НАТО, но под чужим флагом, под флагом Евросоюза или под национальными флагами, ничего в этом плане не меняет. Это нам, конечно же, неприемлемо.
Well, some experts also suggest that alternative security arrangements such as bilateral agreements could provide Ukraine with necessary protection without the geopolitical baggage of NATO membership. Others argue that Ukraine's integration into NATO would require significant military and economic commitments from the alliance, which could be challenging to fill. Now, where does the European Union stand in all of this? The European Union has expressed strong support for Ukraine's NATO membership aspirations. European leaders also insisted they must have a say in international talks to end the war in Ukraine. The EU has emphasized its commitment to Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity, condemning Russia's aggression and annexation of Crimea. UK PM Keir Starmer has also said any Ukraine peace deal would require a US backstop to deter Russia from attacking its neighbor again.
And Europeans will have to step up, both in terms of spending and the capabilities that we provide. On Ukraine, we're at the very early stage of the process. Europe must play its role. And I'm prepared to consider committing British forces on the ground alongside others if there is a lasting peace agreement. But there must be a US backstop, because a US security guarantee is the only way to effectively deter Russia from attacking Ukraine again.
However, there was a rift though with some EU nations, like Poland, which have said they don't want their military imprint on Ukraine's soil. French President Emmanuel Macron was non-committal. Well, as of now, it's uncertain whether Ukraine's NATO membership will move forward or if peace talks will take precedence.